Hello, this is the Blimey Cow YouTuber, and welcome back to another video. Today, we'll be watching Messy Mondays, the one about bad words. I'll be watching it, commentating on it, and then reacting to some of the comments in the comment section. So without any further ado, let's just get right into this.
Okay, so if we're being completely honest, some people make profanity sound effortless. I'm not saying if it's right or wrong, I'm just saying that they can pull it off. Dude, it was like, and then, and I was like, no, that sounds like poetry. But we all have that one friend who uses profanity all the time because they think it makes them look super cool and a little more free in Christ than the rest of us.
Definitely. Yeah, there's definitely people that just can't pull it off. I definitely can't pull it off, but I don't notice it that much that I can't pull it off because I don't try to pull it off. Whereas some people who can't pull it off do try all the time.
They try so hard, but they're just terrible at it. And I was like, right? I couldn't believe that little Anyways, it was complete right? Please stop before you hurt yourself. Here's what I want to know. I just want to know which words are the bad ones, and how bad the bad ones are, and which ones are okay to say from time to time, and which ones I just shouldn't say at all, and you know what we need? We need a standardized hierarchy of bad words. So
I thought about making something like that at one point. Like, put them all on a scale of 1 to 10. From like 1 being isn't even a swear word to like 3 being like you can kind of say it, and then like obviously 10 being never ever say it.
that we all know how bad each bad word is, and in what order of badness we should record each bad word. And everyone can place a marker on the board indicating their level of comfort. For example, a few too many F words will get a movie an R rating, right? But the S word usually won't. So I think that we can all agree that since the P in MPAA stands for perfect, that makes the F word higher on the list of bad words than the S word.
What does MPAA mean? I mean, yeah, I'm not going to try and guess what it means.
This knowledge at our disposal, we can determine that it's okay to use the S word in our vocabularies without using the F word. But you can't use the F word if you aren't already comfortable using the S word because, of course, the S word is further down the list. Make sense? Good, because there will be a test, and you don't want to get an F. This just eliminates some of the guesswork because keeping up with all the bad words and which ones are really bad and which ones aren't as bad as they used to be is just so confusing. Like, there's some words that were really bad 5 years ago, and now all of a sudden, everyone is saying them, and I'm like, what? When did that happen? I mean, have you ever played a video game online against a 12-year-old? Ha! Boom! What a headshot! I just killed you, little man!
I mean, no, I haven't. And if I had, I probably wouldn't have done it with a voice call, whatever.
My virgin ears! If you ever want to lose all hope for humanity, play Call of Duty with a 12-year-old. Okay, so the question becomes, are words...
Isn't Call of Duty rated T? What are 12-year-olds doing playing Call of Duty? You have to wait till you're a teen. Whatever.
It's just arbitrary things to which we give meaning? Or can certain words just really and truly be bad words? And if they're just arbitrary, is it okay to say them? Because I kind of sort of get this weird self-validation from saying bad words. Whoops. It's kind of empowering. But if they're like bad, is there any instance when I can say them? Because I live for the rush. I mean, this really isn't even that important to me, really. It's just, I just need to know. Oh my foot! Are you kidding me?
An accident, I'm sorry.
Say that to my big toe!
I'm so sorry.
I think it's time to whip out the list. Let us see. F word is just a little too much here, but darn is just a little too wimpy. I think we're gonna go with the good old trusty D word. Look, guys, I have done a ton of research on what makes bad words bad. And I am pretty sure that bad words have everything to do with the specific arrangement of letters strung together and absolutely nothing to do with the intention behind them.
No. I mean, so the thing with bad words is that most of them come from or refer to actual things which are not typically a part of polite conversation. And some of them have meanings which are inappropriate pretty much universally. Now, the intention with which the word is spoken, regardless of the word, is important, perhaps more important than other considerations. But that's not to say the actual words and their meanings don't have anything to do with it.
Okay, my conscience just told me that I shouldn't say four-letter words to you just because I'm angry, so we're gonna do things a little differently. How about I think you're a waste of air, and God probably hates you, so good luck getting into heaven. That's much better. You know, instead of pondering how colorful/limited our vocabularies are going to be, maybe we should invest a bit more time just straight up being nice to people and saying nice things to them. That just makes sense, right? And I mean, if you have to swear all the time to get your point across, congratulations, you sound like a 12-year-old playing Call of Duty.
Like I always say, people use profanity when they lack profundity.
Do you even have a mommy or daddy? And in the words of the Dowager Countess of Grantham, vulgarity is no substitute for wit. So, are specific words you utter bad simply because society has labeled them as such? Well, I'll tell ya. I have absolutely no idea. Words are only as powerful as the meanings we apply to them. So on one hand, yeah, they're just words. But on the other, words are all we've got. And don't forget, our kids are going to be the first generation with endless access to exactly what their parents were like at their age. Yeah. Uh-oh. No.
I mean, you can pretty much... First of all, you can decently control your online footprint. Secondly, just because they have endless access doesn't mean A, that they'll actually search through it all, or B, that they'd be able to find it all. Because it's mixed in with a lot of other things.
Hey, it might be kind of funny if it's just like a statue
Alright, though, I'm gonna go and look at some of the comments now. Okay, so I've gone ahead and picked out a few comments here, so let's just go through them now. At Linny the Hopeless says, "Lol, I was with two 12-year-olds on COD a couple years ago. One of them cussed so bad and would rage at everything, while the other was more mature than my parents. So faith in humanity was balanced for me." That's kind of incredible, honestly. At Virginia Curcio says, "My virgin ears, literally me when I first heard swearing. Can relate." At Allison Freeman 6115 says, "I hate when people say it's how they express themselves." I'm like, no, it's a lack of self-control and vocabulary. Yeah, or when they say like, "Oh, it doesn't even really bother me anymore. Like, if you're whatever," and they act all posh and nerdy about it. It's like, no, you haven't reached some enlightenment. You're just you just don't care about being polite or whatever, you know. And then at William Bishop 5748 says, "I use curse words in common speech, so I've started to carry around a pocket dictionary with me. The part where it's funny is when people tell me to watch my language. I just take a good stare at the dictionary and ask what's next." Here's an idea. You're doing that for attention. And the fact that you do the whole dictionary shenanigan and act like a smart aleck, yeah, that just proves it to me. There's no reason to. Like, find me a word that you can use in common speech that there isn't a suitable replacement for. And that's what people mean when they say to watch your language. And if you're using those words a lot, it's probably because you're speaking vulgarly to begin with. So no, I'm not buying that one. Yeah. The only exception that I use occasionally is damn. I mean, I definitely use it as a curse word more than I use it as actually using it in common language, but there are occasions where its use is appropriate, I think. Anyways, though, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and there's a link to the original video in the description, as well as a link to Blimey Cow, so if you haven't already, go and subscribe to them. But with that being said, I want to thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.